In today's video, I'm going to change out my husband's inflatable fart, as I call it. It's the seat on his '03 Wide Glide. We're having a hard time finding a Dyna seat for that era. He's found like one, and it was like, I don't know, $300 or $400, and then of course Saddlemen and the usual suspects make them as well, but they're like $500, and he doesn't want to pay that, of course. So I just changed my seat on my bike to a step-up seat. But my stock seat was really nice, and I didn't have any problem with it or anything. I just liked the style of the step-up one more. So I'm going to try to adapt my 2012 Fat Bob seat to his '03 Wide Glide. So this is the seat that he's got on there now. And that's why I call it the inflatable fart. It's a Mustang seat. It's very nice. There's nothing wrong with it other than it's a total like grandpa seat. So, because you know, Wide Glides are kind of grandpa bikes. No, I'm just kidding, kind of. But anyway, that's his bike. This is mine, in case you haven't seen it before. So I'm going to take my stalker seat, that guy over there, and try to put it on there. Fortunately, these are super easy to remove. Allen wrench. Very simple. Unless, of course, you're worried about it getting ripped off, then it's not good that it's simple. But at least it's better than a quick release. I'm not really sure why anybody would have a quick release for their seat because, you know, if a quick release is for you, it's going to quick release for everybody else too. Lift, pull back, and that's it. And this thing weighs an absolute ton, dude. So this is the seat that we're working with. It's metal. I mean, this bracket, everything's welded. It's a nice seat. I'm sure somebody paid quite a bit of money for it. Here they are side by side. This is from my 2012 Fat Bob, and that's the inflatable fart. And there's, you know, this is actually a nice seat. I mean, I've never had any issues with it. And it's definitely nicer, more stylish than, you know, grandpa inflatable over here. They're pretty similar. I think the fact that this has a plastic pan will be good. It'll be a little more forgiving when it comes to fitting an application that it's not really meant for. This is rigid. I mean, like, you're not going to bend this to fit anything. And the underside of them, kind of try to line them up here. And the big difference that I can see is the seat, the tang here that goes under the tab on the frame is way further back on an early Dyna than it is on a late Dyna. But otherwise, like the contour is pretty similar. You know, the length is similar. I think I can get it to work. And fortunately, because this is plastic, it's easier to work with. I won't have to weld anything. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to move this tab back. Like you can see on here, that's where it goes under here. Where like on a later Dyna, it's like up under here. So that's going to be our mission for the day. Save you the bore of watching the rest of that. Here's the tab, or the mount thing for it. I'm just taking some soapstone and just making a mark on it. That way when I put the seat pan on it, hopefully it'll transfer some of this to the pan so I can tell where the tab needs to go. Just line up the back bolt here. Try to set it straight down. Perfect. Can you sit on that? Just try to push your weight down on it. I my beautiful assistant, my extremely long-legged husband. Ugh, slippery. You can see it made a mark there. Okay, so this part made a mark on the pan. So we will mark, let's see how big of a bracket's open. About 3/4 of an inch wide. So then we'll go over to the pan and the mark here. Then we'll go 3/4 of an inch back from there. Should be right about here. So this is basically where the mount is right there. Okay. So it looks like the tab basically will have to go here. I'm going to grab another piece of steel and I'm going to put a bend in it right here and back. And then I'll just like duct tape it to the pan so I can lightly test fit it and see if this is going to be like the right spot for it. Ugly piece of metal, it's okay, doesn't matter. So it's even pretty bent. So I'm just gonna cut a new tab. It's a little narrower, not a big deal. I'm just gonna cut a new tab here. We'll go a little long with a bend here. So we'll just cut it like there. We'll get the good old Dremel going here again. Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. So then mark it here. Gotta start the bend there. Okay. Get that all lined up. Get that squared up on there. Good Lord. I'll give it a minor bend here first. So I'm just going to duct tape that in place and, you know, try to carefully put it on the bike and see if that's in the kind of the right vicinity before I drill holes and go nuts with it. Yeah, I don't know what degree that is. That's just an eyeball degree, really. Bring it over to the bike and see if we can sneak it on there without that falling all apart. Be really careful so it doesn't rip that tab right off. That's on. Okay. Yep, I think that'll do the trick. The tab seems like it's in exactly the right spot. Yep, grabs on. I'm going to put a little bit more of a bend on there, I think, just so it sits a little tighter to that tab. But we're on the right path. Try to find the same mark from when I bent it a minute ago here. All right, here's the final bend. It, you know, wants to go on that ridge just nicely. And then you can see where the, you know, the frame thingy, tab, I guess, goes. And it's got just a bit of room under here to grab that tab. I didn't want to put it too close, but it did need to have, you know, a little bit of distance. And if it's too far, the seat's going to stick up, and I don't want that, because this isn't perfect fit to begin with. So I'll run over to the drill press and I'll drill a couple of holes here. So I'll mark those and then I'll drill them, but I've got to dig up my rivets, you know, like frogs, rivets, to get the drill bit size. All right, over to the drill press. Not perfectly centered, but centered enough for the people that are going to see it. Me. Okay, a couple little burrs on there. We'll just file those off real quick. And test fit the rivet here. Perfect. No burrs or anything. Goody. Now we have our 3/16 drill bit, so then I'll just drill matching holes in the seat pan. So I'm gonna paint this because it looks like crap. And I guess I'm just that picky on the underside of a seat. I don't know. I got problems. So there's the new bracket, looking all spiffy and shiny. Let me double check, make sure that's the right spot. So I'm gonna put one rivet in and then I'll drill the second hole. That way they will align for sure. But I am an absolute wuss when it comes to rivets, so I might have to get my strongest tool I have out here, which is my husband. He's a manimal. I'm gonna try first, because I always do. I mean, whose hands are these things made for, dude? I can't even get my hands that far apart. Seriously. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, honey. I need your big muscles. I can't even fit my hands around that thing. Good. Oh. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. Well, I have to grind that off real quick. And then I need you to do that one too. I gotta drill that first. Well. Okay. Yeah, that rivet gun sucks. So that's what we're left with. Now we'll go test fit it. All right, moment of truth. There we go. You want to sit on it and try it? Yeah, there we go. Does it feel okay?
Yeah.
A little walk around here. I trip over all the crap in the garage. There's not even enough room to walk around this thing. That's a pretty good fit for a seat that doesn't fit.